Thanks for tuning in to another video on InRangeTV. We are out here to do some more mud testing today.
Mud test.
With, this is a new gun to me, a POF. A POF model.
This is a POF Firearms DI 308 Revolution.
Oh, POF USA. Yeah. I get it, I guess.
So when POF first hit the market, they were big into the piston thing.
Yeah.
And they wanted to diversify their market, and they went to going adding DI to their options. So you can get a piston gun or a DI gun from them. But this gun's particularly unique and unusual. It's a 308 gun.
Okay.
But it weighs 8.6 pounds, and I think you can tell by holding that.
It is quite light, yes.
It's quite light. And there's a bunch of little enhancements in this that are not obvious unless you look under the hood.
Okay.
So for example, there's a lot of fins here for the purpose of cooling from the chamber. The chamber itself actually has fluting around the case neck, but not the entire chamber like an HK. The case neck being where the most amount of pressure is during the extraction process, in theory.
Okay.
And the most interesting thing about this, besides the weight, is that obviously it has a 308 mag well, but the rest of the gun is dimensionally 5.56 with the exception of the bolt. So the bolt carrier group is possible. If you took this bolt carrier out, put a 5.56 bolt carrier in it, you could put this in a standard traditional 5.56 gun.
Okay.
But you can't take a standard 5.56 bolt carrier and put it in this because they have to modify it a little bit. It's reverse compatible.
Okay.
Okay. But so the only thing that's 308 on this gun, in theory, dimensionally, of course, is the hole in the barrel, the mag well, and the bolt. The rest of this is 5.56 in weight and dimension.
Okay, so you've got less recoiling mass than a standard sort of 308 AR-10 based gun.
That's the idea. So one of the things we saw, with regular 5.56 guns is people would do like reduced bolt carrier weights and all that to reduce the felt's reciprocating mass.
Yeah.
That's what you're getting with this. You have not fired this before, so
Never.
I'm curious because I think it's actually a thing. I'm really kind of surprised by how well this seems to handle to me. When you fire the first couple rounds just to test it out to make sure it works before we do the mud test, tell me what you think.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and get behind the camera and let's go to the muddy part of this.
It's also fully ambi.
It is fully
That's
ambi. Everything on this is ambi, actually. That's a good point. There's also little nice things like it's got a scallop cut here for your finger, but all ambi. Yeah, it's a compelling gun.
So we'll start as usual with 10 rounds for function check. That's the mag. No, is that bolt release? Hey, that's the ambi bolt release. All right. Wow. I would say that has a pretty swift recoil impulse, but it sure doesn't jump much. Interesting. That is interesting. All right. Well, be happy to put some more rounds through it if it can work. So, got it on safe. We'll go ahead and start with the dust cover. Do you want to give it the benefit of the doubt?
Let's start with it closed like we do with all ARs.
All right. Don't know that there's much on this side that matters, but I see some speed holes. I like speed holes. That's a good place for mud. Speed holes up there. Back end here. Blah. More speed holes to fill up with mud.
He does have a special bolt hold open system on the trigger of the fire control group, so go ahead and get some in there as well.
Oh yeah, I do see that. All right.
It's actually a really neat feature, but
Yeah. Neat feature. Forward assist. All right. Yeah, I don't want to mud the shovel.
one shake.
Find the safety under there. I can't say that's entirely surprising. It is an AR. So,
You're not hitting it.
wrong one. That's the mag release. So, I've got another mag of another 15 rounds. I will go ahead and put that guy in. Chamber it. See if that is going to work. All right. This time we'll leave the dust cover open and do it again. Blah. You'll notice I'm shooting this right-handed, even though it's a fully ambidextrous gun. That would be just for sake of camera angles. Speed holes apparently have cleaned themselves. Fix that.
Oh, put some more back in there. Kind of fell out.
Get some of the juicier stuff, too. There we go.
All right. Typical one shake and then go at it.
Good. That didn't do a whole lot.
Oh, let's see that. That's bad.
All right. Oh, all right. I got a click. Let's see, what's the first thing that we want to try? There's no round chambered.
Sounded good.
Bang. Oh.
Okay.
That was an empty. All right, I think I may have something in the trigger group. That last shot, I kind of squeezed, got nothing, let go, squeezed harder, and it fired.
Okay.
So, let's try it one more time. That worked well enough. Like, I don't know that I could have gotten much more crap into the ejection port on that one. That's about as juicy as we had. You can see that there's a ton of mud all around the ejection port. You know, there may very well be something to the idea that on a DI gun, you've got a little bit of blast of gas coming out through the ejection port, through the bolt carrier every time you fire. That may actually help move mud out of the gun.
Yeah, getting stuff in the fire control group is one of those kind of unavoidable things sometimes.
We've got a little bit of muddy water on the magazine hold open and the bolt face, but not enough there to cause any problems. Little bit of an issue with the trigger. Understandable. That's one of the potential shortcomings, or one of the potential vulnerable points of an AR, is you drop something down in that trigger mechanism, and with traditional AR fire control groups, that can cause issues. Cool. If you guys enjoy this sort of content, please consider stepping up to help support us. InRangeTV is an entirely viewer-funded, viewer-supported channel. This rifle was provided by POF, although I don't know that they expected we would do this to it when they gave it to us. So if you're not in a position to support us directly, please just share the content with your friends. Thanks for watching.